gorillatag is broken. You see, gorillatag has quite a few updates, and these updates add a lot of fun stuff to the game. But some of these updates also include some unwanted changes. And of course, I'm talking about glitches. And gorillatag's latest update is actually full of them. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out all these different glitches and seeing just how crazy they are. Before we start the video, please consider subscribing because it helps me out a ton, and make sure to stick around until the end because some of these glitches are pretty crazy. The first glitch is actually in the brand new monkey blocks map. This glitch actually allows you to fly around as a tiny monkey, which is, in my opinion, actually kind of crazy. I'm not even sure if I believe this, but supposedly what you're supposed to do is put your arms just like this and then push yourself forward, and oh my goodness, as you guys can see, I've just gone flying across the map as a little monkey. That is very crazy. I'm going to test that again and see what happens here. Make sure you're not doing this in a public code because this is pretty overpowered. Now let's head over here. This is insane. So what you're going to want to do is put your hands right here and then just fling yourself forward, and you literally go flying. This is actually very useful if you want to get to the top of some of your creations, like that massive tree I made over there. But anyway, that is very cool. Myth confirmed, this glitch is definitely real. That glitch is actually pretty insane, but if you think that's it, then just wait for the next one. If you go ahead and equip this cyber monkey skin and you hold down this little ring or just change your color code, something insane happens. As you guys can see, I now have two different color codes. My torso is actually purple, and then the rest of my body is actually changing colors, and I think this is a really cool bug that they maybe forgot to patch. But anyways, you can use this for trolling or for whatever you want. I think it's a very cool bug and a very cool feature to have anyways. There's also another glitch that lets you become tiny in the canyons map, which is really insane. All you have to do is fling yourself towards the window, and oh my goodness, bonk, there we go. Now you're gonna jump down right to this side. Make sure you're at this window specifically, or else it may not work. And you're gonna have some accuracy in order to do this properly. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna come right over here to this little gap, just squeeze yourself through. That one shouldn't be too hard. Now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna slide right over here, then you're just gonna drop down there by pressing your menu button. And now, as you guys can see, you are now falling towards this thing right here. You're gonna land on an invisible platform, and then you're gonna very carefully walk along this. Try and get as close to this as possible, but make sure not to fall off. Use this hand to see where the collisions stop, which is right about here. Then all you're gonna have to do is you're just gonna very carefully measure it, and you're just gonna leap towards that wall. And as you guys can see, I did it perfectly. All you have to do now is just walk along. Keep your hand and your body as far away from that wall as possible, and you're just gonna keep walking all the way over here. Once you get right up to this corner, you're just gonna turn the corner, and then you're gonna get big again. Be careful so that your body doesn't get stuck, and then the map may load in. Keep yourself close. If the map doesn't load in, just go back and try to get that map to load in. And as you guys can see, the map is just loaded in. Now you're just going to continue dead walking through here, right through here, and right here you're going to pull yourself in and literally just run to canyons. It's that easy. Alright guys, this is where it gets crazy. I'm about to see this in action for the first time ever. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get up there to that one right there. I'm just going to climb the rope, and if you look carefully, it should be that one right over there by that little rope thing. Alright guys, we're going to run over there in 3, 2, 1, and let's see what happens. And oh my goodness, we are tiny now. As you guys can see, the whole map has just shrunk down, and I am a very tiny monkey. You can see right here is the whole thing, and if you drop down, you can actually see quite a bit more. There's the little rope thing there. The map is just completely massive. Unfortunately, it does look like you will only be able to do it in this certain area, but this is really great for trolling your friends in a private lobby, and I think this is really weird glitch. Actually, I've not seen something like this. If you just come right over here, you just, oh crap, I just went flying. That's alright, but that is a very weird glitch. They definitely need to patch that because you can literally go flying. Anyways guys, on to the next one. This next glitch is actually one that I came up with, so it's actually pretty insane. Please don't do this in a public lobby because I don't want you guys getting banned. Anyways guys, what you're going to want to do is go over here and go ahead and grab a glider and actually follow where I go. Now you may think that you're just going to hop on top of Stump, but this time you're actually going to be doing something entirely different. So you're going to head right up over this little tree, and what you're going to do is you're going to go through this little gap for people who actually don't. So what you're going to have to do is actually dive through this little hole with your glider and then quickly spin around. Make sure you're not too low or else you might get kicked, and just fly straight up into this little area right here, and then let go of your glider promptly. Now what you're going to want to do may take some accuracy, so just grab onto this little part right here and then quickly whip your hand out and make sure that you do not fall into the void. You're going to land right about here, and then all you have to do is climb the tree stump and then hop right onto this area here. As you guys can see, we're completely outside of the map right now, but there's actually something insane you can do. what you can do is you can actually come along here, bring your hand along here, and as you guys can see, you are now outside of the city map, and you can see inside the shop, you can see the dungeon, and you can see a whole bunch of other weird stuff. You can even see a scarecrow down there. I'm not sure why that's there, but there's a whole lot of weird stuff to see back here, and I think this is a very cool one. And of course, I saved the best one for last, and this one literally lets you get outside of the monkey blocks map and completely breaks the game. Anyways guys, what you're going to want to do is come right over here and then just put your hands here and do the same thing we did earlier, and if you have it right, you should be flying towards the window. Now you are going to have some accuracy in order to make it, and yep, I grabbed on. Now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to come right over here to the corner, and you will notice that there is actually a little tiny sliver of the wall that is open, and you can see void through there. What you're going to do is you're going to just keep squeezing yourself through until eventually you get it. It may take a couple tries, but trust me, it's worth it. Anyways guys, I've just managed to squeeze in. It may take some time, but it's worth it. What you're going to do now is you're going to quickly pull your hand out, and as you guys can see, you are now falling towards this thing. Luckily, there is an invisible barrier to catch you. All you have to do now is put your hands up and then press this little button, and as you can see, you are now free and completely outside of the map. Now what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully leap from one of these to the next, and we're going to be very careful because you definitely don't want to fall outside of the map. But there should be an invisible barrier on every single one. Here, you're actually going to have to stick your hand right back inside of the map, and then you're just going to kind of move it along through these shelves. Here, this might be a little bit tricky for some of you guys, so you're just going to have to keep coming along here, and then you're just going to put your hand right up on top of this invisible barrier, and then you're going to press your Oculus button again, and then you should be free. Now you are completely outside of the map, and the final step is actually to just put your hands right on top of these little light bulbs, and you're going to have to hop from each light bulb to each light bulb. It's kind of like a little bit of a parkour course. It's actually pretty fun. Once you're right here, you're actually going to be outside of the map, and as you guys can see, you are now completely outside of the map. You can actually touch this little rock and this little sign thingy, but there is actually a way to get yourself outside of the map even more by using those little lights. What you're going to have to do is you're going to put your hand right inside of here, and then you're just going to get yourself really low to the ground and kind of pull yourself through right through the middle of this hallway, and if done correctly, you should see now that something has loaded in. You're going to continue backing up until you get to right here, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand right here. This is a perfect spot. Now you're just going to reach over here, press your button, and then you are now free outside of the map once again. And now it's up to you what you do from here. I like to go inside of those little glass cages, although if you do that, you will indeed get stuck. There's unlimited possibilities with what you can do here. In fact, I'm just going to put my hand right here, and as you guys can see, you can see the city map, and the rocket might even be over there, and the rest of the monkey blocks are over here. You have to be really careful with this, and if you get put back inside the map, it is actually okay. There is no punishment for being put back inside the map. You may have some trouble moving your hand here. All you have to do is actually get underneath the map, and now you are literally free to do wherever you want, and you can just push yourself across. I'm gonna head over here, and you can actually see there's a display right there that you can go right into, and then I'm gonna actually go over here because you can actually get right out into the city map with this. I'm gonna actually head right over here. You're gonna put your arm through there and then through here, and then what you're gonna go ahead and do is get your arm right out behind this thing. Be careful that you do not touch the display, or else you will get completely caught. All you have to do is kind of drag your hand along here, and once the city loads in, you'll actually be all the way outside of the map. Anyways guys, city doesn't seem to be loaded in. I'm not sure why. You can see Doug's girlfriend and Doug the bug all the way over there. You might even be able to see Matt the bat. Then again, this is a really weird coincidence. I don't know what's happening here. What you can actually do is you can hop right up to the top of here, and you can get a great view of everything. And then again, you can try to get the city map to load in by just jumping from platform to platform. And as you guys can see, the city map is now loaded in. There's a little empty area over there, and then right over here, you can actually see all the fall murals and everything. And then when you're ready to go right back in, you can literally just come right over here, just jump across these little things. You can actually get right over here. Then you're just gonna jump onto this, and then all you have to do from here is make your way through the store, and you can literally climb right to the top of the map. Anyways guys, I think that these glitches are absolutely insane, and I hope that they will eventually be patched. Please be considerate of others and don't do this in a public lobby. And as always, please consider liking and subscribing because it really helps me out and it's free. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!